Yawn. I'm so tired. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Seth. That's Antignorot back again for another Starbound. Let's play this game together. Where are you going, dude? Where are you going? So here's our bridge town. Felipe. I hope that's how I say your name, dude. But he's been commenting like crazy on a lot of these Starbound videos, and one of them is he knows the lore a lot more than I do, and suggested that our whole bridge town here should be replaced with glitches rather than yodels. Don't ask me how I swapped them out or anything like that, though. It was, you know, just normal. Yeah, just normal, everyday kind of stuff, you know, nothing evil or anything like that. But anyway, swapped them all out for a bunch of glitches and stuff like that, you know. This tomb, I know some people were saying doesn't really fit, but who cares? Teleport back to the ship! Now, another thing I gotta mention, Felipe, is, that was close, Matrix. I've actually been experimenting with, like, I've been looking through. First of all, I put all these bushes and little thingamabobs, little details. That's what counts, you know. Also put our yodels in here now. Our Florans, not yodels. And I added a couple things over here that I will get to in a minute. But I was actually checking out now, as far as human buildings go. I know that I haven't built anything to do with the USMC or USCM or whatever their military presence is of the humans in this game. I know I haven't really built anything like that, and that's because I don't really have any of those as resources. Oh, coffee, excuse me. But, you know, and the creative tool itself doesn't actually have those resources. Like, the creative tool is fairly limited. It's also, it's an awesome tool, don't get me wrong, but it's really missing a lot of items, especially to do with USMC and stuff, or USCM or whatever, just stuff like that. You know, you can only spawn, like, race, as far as racial flags. I mean, I'm gonna have to check if there's a creative update, but as far as racial flags go, I can only spawn the Yodel racial flag. I cannot spawn anyone else's, as well as, like, a lot of this furniture and stuff I had to find manually. So, again, you know, it's like, if you want to see me build other human-based things, you're going to have to suggest a planet that has a prison or something like that, so I could get the resources and then just use a 3D printer. Now, another thing, too, Tal Mueller was suggesting that the lights looked a little wonky down there in the ice. And a couple people were thumbs up in that comment, so I guess that it was mutual. So I just took them out altogether. I just got rid of them. Another thing too, which AB Torrent, you will have noticed this, because I'm surprised you noticed it. I noticed it afterwards too. When I actually finished building this house, this one block right here was uneven with the block over here. But I've since fixed it, and I even put a little Easter egg snow globe in there. Not really an Easter egg, but, well, you know, the fact that it's there is still pretty cool. Now, why do we have all the resources we have right now? Well, you'll see. Here's a Floran Tower type thing. I also added a teleporter here for convenience sake, because then I don't have to always go all the way back to our ship, yada, yada, yada. Not to mention I had this opening here. I'll have to build a couple other islands on top of this place just to be cool. But that was cool. Today, I want to start working on a gigantic treehouse. And now, Veeler actually mentioned a long time ago when I ended up building one of these houses, Veeler was saying, or maybe it was someone else, it's been such a long time, but they were mentioning about roots. Now, you can't really see it just because of the lighting, but there are roots that go down into the ice, as far as the tree goes and stuff like that, you know? So it looks pretty cool. I'm fairly satisfied with it so far, anyway. But it still needs a lot of work. You know, I still got quite a few ideas that I want to do with this thing. And for starters, let's try and get the length of it. Let's get this thing nice and tall. You know, because I want, like, straight up, I want, like, a world tree, you know? to go with the epicness of the Floran village, there needs to be a giant ass tree. You know what I'm saying? Something really cool that's really stands out. Like I want to try and make something. It doesn't necessarily have to be even or anything like that, but I want something that is going to actually be like a cool looking type of place. You know what I'm saying? Now, first and foremost, one of the hardest things is trying to get this place like, you know, it has to look like you could kind of live in it. Only kind of, you know, but at the same time, like, you know, I want to make it like a giant living tree. So it'll kind of be like, what is it? A branch comes off here, you know, and then we have like here's all the shrubbery of the actual tree itself. You know, let's make it like a nice actual big freaking tree that they live in or something, you know what I'm saying? And then, ooh, because then that gives me an idea there could actually be something that goes through the center and actually leaves this place. That would be pretty cool, where it's like they, you know, you get to the tippy top and then there's actually like a cool watchtower on the top or something like that, you know? But that's why I have a lot of these resources, which looks like I'm going to need a lot more plant fiber, or whatever this resource is called. Oh, we might end up being perfect, at least for this part. As far as all the background stuff goes, that's going to be a little bit trickier. But I'm going to have to start. I'm just using these torches temporarily because we need the light source. Because, yeah, that's the one disadvantage to space builds, is that, you know, as far as with our custom spaceship mod and stuff like that, is that you can't see anything, you know? Like, it really is too bad that it works that way. Now, what I do want to do is I want to start utilizing a lot more, like, this will be a very vertical structure, you know what I'm saying? So there's got to be a lot of staircases and stuff like that that kind of just go up and down. Kind of like what we ran into when we've seen some of the Floran worlds in our exploration episodes and stuff, you know, way back. Now, yeah, this is looking okay. That staircase looks a little... Oh, that's why it looked weird. But yeah, I don't know how long we're going to spend on this episode. Just with the way things have been going, it's actually been really difficult for me to find time to record some Starbound, especially because, like, these episodes being half an hour and stuff, I don't know if it's, like, how would I put it? It's not that this series is coming to an end by any means whatsoever. It's just, as far as content goes, like, it's like, building you can only do so much of before it's like, well, I don't want to say that I'm bored of it, because that's not it. I guess I'm just really struggling with the way to describe it, but you know what, whatever. Let's just focus on building, and who cares, you know? Now this should, I can fit windows in. Yes, we can fit windows in, but I think what we need to do is make it like this, so it's actually like a little bit like it's actually been built into the structure or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a little bit better, because then, you know, we can just add logs and stuff like this, I can always add a bunch of windows afterwards, because, you know, who knows, like, maybe it'll look better at a different angle or something like that. We could add normal wood, not normal wood, but like wooden planks, as if there's actually been like some manual building in here. But I think that might be a little bit weird, because this is supposed to be a fairly organic structure, you know what I'm saying? Which means that it's just going to have a lot of unrefined wood, which is okay, you know, it makes it easier for me anyway, but doesn't necessarily mean that it's, you know, going to be the best, aesthetically pleasing to the eye or anything like that, you know? Oh my goodness. These Florans are having a blast. Look at them all jumping up and down. Jump around, jump around. Yes. Another thing that I want to start doing, I mean, we'll see. I've always wanted to be able to put a little bit more production into a lot of my series. It's just fairly difficult for me because of how, like, time constrained I usually am. Like, straight up, you know? So, ooh. There we go. That ended up working out. Ooh, I just had a good idea. I just had a great idea. Where is it? Let me put this down. Now, there's another type of unrefined wood that I've ran into in here. Because I've been trying to look through the settings now. I hope that this is going to work. Does this one work? Oh, look at that! That's completely different. Okay, I thought that was going to be only slightly different, not completely like that. What I want to do with it, you know, we can have just the normal unrefined wood like that, but what I want to do is use this for the edges. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That adds a little bit of much needed definition to this otherwise simple backdrop, you know? Maybe I got an idea, but it's going to be a little bit tedious. I want to test it out first before I actually end up doing it to the whole thing. But let's see how this looks. Like, no, it's not. Is it as cool? Because what I'm thinking is like having one line across like the whole edge of the whole place, you know? Just to kind of give it a little bit of a 3D definition. But honestly, doesn't look too good to me. Yeah, it doesn't really fit. Doesn't really fit. I think the normal unrefined wood already looks good enough in the background like that. Now, this spot down here, the reason that I have the shrubbery down there, which I guess I should probably turn to thatch or something like that, is because it's like, those are the roots. So we really want those parts to look different than the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want it to just be... It wouldn't make sense to me if the roots didn't have splits, because roots have splits in them, you know? Aha, you know what? Let's put a nice big fat window right here. Not that fat. That's... Actually, you know what? It looks better going lower rather than going one higher. Yeah, that's better. That's alright, because then we can also do stuff like this, where we do one out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Uneven, I think, is the key to this build. I think the key is to make things uneven and weird. Yeah, that looks good. I like... Maybe? Yeah, that looks good. Because it's got to be like a big-ass treehouse, right? You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that, oh, hoo, 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 hoo. This is looking mighty fine. Fix that. Fix the top ends. Or should they? You know what? Let's have one bigger than the other, just for kicks. Then we can have another one up there just for kicks. Now, it might look a little bit... Actually, you know what? It's going to look completely different once we actually add the staircase. Now, let's see... What happens if I do this? Okay. Is that even with this side? I think it is. Now this is going to be, like, that's one of the things that I'm always struggling with this series. Is I'm always struggling with time. Like the amount of time that I commit to a build. And how long, like, a video can end up being. Like, it's, how would I put it? I'm struggling for words here. It's the middle of the night, so you'll have to pardon me. But, just like, it's like, I have a difficult time with, or not really a difficult time, but it's like with the idea of, oh, we're not going to be able to finish this structure today at all, so we'll have to continue it in another episode. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess I'm like a completionist when it comes to these kinds of things. That's why it's difficult for me to start bigger builds. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Starting bigger builds is tricky. You know? Because I'm the type of guy, like, it's like, I like just micro builds. I like stuff like this. I like just go. Let's build something really cool. Let's get it all done. Let's get out of the way and move on to something else. Just because I get distracted very easily. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, so we'll see what happens. It could also just be the tiredness talking, because I haven't been sleeping that much, but I'll take care of that. Don't you worry none. Ooh, yeah, this is looking not bad. It's not bad. Let's put that there. This window can be like that. I don't know what I'm going to use for the actual windows. This staircase is a little wonky as far as the game code goes. Well, you know what? Maybe we could just do that. Does that fix it? Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, good. And then we could put that there. Put this one all the way up to there. And you know what? Let's have a big window on this side. Just for kicks. You know? Now, when we get up to all of this stuff, that's when it's going to get a little bit more complicated. I'm going to have to try and figure that out. Maybe for something like this, we could do this. Yeah, see, that's why we have all this unrefined wood. But yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, well, anyway, we're at our 15-minute mark. So I'm going to try and figure this out, get a little more refined. And I'll see you all right after this. Welcome back, everybody. So I touched up the place a little bit, as you can kind of see with things like this and stuff like that, but I didn't want to go too far. Now I think, do I have blinds on my inventory still? Yeah, I do right there, because that's kind of the theme that we've been using on these other houses, right? Was the blindfolds? Yeah, blindfolds, the blinds. We can use these as windows because they kind of work for any window. See, look at that. Doesn't that add a much needed definition? Now, I've slowly, yeah, you see what I mean by a little bit more? Like, I kind of been refining the place a little bit. I also kind of finished up the up top here, although it's very dark right now, so you might not, like, yeah, you can't even see it really. But, see what I'm kind of going for? Where it's kind of more like an actual tree. Speaking of which, I can get away with doing that, too. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And then I wanted to do at least some of this on camera, you know, so I made sure not to go too far here. I think rather than having this, should we have this as a big open area? Yeah, it could work. It could work. Actually, you know what? I was going to make this kind of a vertical structure way up straight to the top too, but I got an idea. I think, what if we did, now should it be manually made with this wood? Or should it? That's the real question. What if we did this? Now that torch can get a life. But what if we did something like this? And then had, because I want to try. Oh, I see. I see what we can do up here a little bit. Okay. So rather than just doing something kind of cool like, you know, have a tower like we usually do, first of all, I want to start using a lot more of these weird Floran lights. Just because, you know, they kind of fit with the whole style of it being a tree, right? You know? So I'll start plopping these all over the place. Yada, yada, yada. Make sure that this place is nice and bright so we can actually see what's going on. Now, what I wanted to do was, where is it? I know I have it on my inventory somewhere. Where is it? There we go. See, look at that. Doesn't that look better? Using these as a staircase up here, because then it's actually like, looks like it's vines and stuff like that, which means that we could actually do something a little bit more unpredictable here. I didn't mean something like that, but that's okay, game. You can do whatever you like. Maybe go all the way across there? No. I know what we could do here. I know what we could do for that spot, yes. And then this spot. Now, I'm not exactly sure what we should do with these stairs, or if they should just all together probably just come straight down. Where did our inventory throw those? There we go. Let's bring these over here. Let's just take this straight down and see what happens. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to go one over like that. It's okay. Like, you see what I'm going for? It's alright. It's not the best, but it looks okay. Now I think, oh. Okay, I think I got an idea here. Now what we could do, first of all, is I want to put one of these here. Let's put that there, and then let's have that go into unrefined wood. There we go. Let's have a special little room here. Just for kicks, you know? It's just here, it's just hanging out. It's part of the structure, so it kind of like fits in with everything a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Because then If we put the leaves in there, there we go. See, suddenly we've got a little room back here. And now we can do this then with the top piece. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That looks better. I think that looks a lot better. Don't you? Don't you think that looks good? I think it looks good. Now let's get rid of this weird unrefined wood. I'm still struggling with finding a place to actually put that wood, but it doesn't seem to work anywhere, really. I want to completely replace all these torches, too. That's the thing. Now, can this just get away with going all the way down? Because that would be kind of cool. It looks like we might be able to do this. It looks like it might work out perfectly. Oh. It's just by the lamp, but that's still good. It still actually made it all the way down. However, it doesn't make much sense, you know, as far as like structurally, because you would want to have access to the roof. So we can do it like that. Maybe I don't. Oh, that's okay. Let's see. What if I did this? Does this fix it? Yeah, that fixes it. Okay, because then we can do some more. Where is it? Our unrefined wood right here. Do another room right here. That kind of just, you know, it's like it's thrown in there. It works, but it's, you know, because then there we go. Because then we can use this, like use the leaves as separation for each of the rooms. Yeah, this is looking pretty cool, man. I'm pretty satisfied with this, actually. I mean, it's not finished yet. It's going to require quite a bit of little touch-ups and stuff like that. But as far as just a completely unsymmetrical, let's build a tree, you know, that's not bad. I wish I'm going to... You know what? I think I'm going to have to legit find out in this episode, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to find get a good screenshot angle for this. But there is actually a way. There's a way that you can like take screenshots of like you can zoom the camera out super crazy. The problem is that, you know, your computer can't really run it, and that's not really the point. The point that you even do it for in the first place is because then you can actually, like, you know what if we do this? Yeah, that's not bad, because then if you get the camera nice and zoomed out, you can take a bunch of screenshots of stuff, you know. That's more what the actual point is, rather than... That looks good. This looks great, I gotta say. It does. Because then, because then it looks like it's actually coming out of the structure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I gotta try and figure out what it is. You gotta mess with one of the files and game files and stuff like that. It's specifically for taking title cards. Like, straight up. Because you can get the camera to zoom out super crazy. I've seen some people do it with their Let's Plays, but they must have God computers because they could actually handle it, you know? Because otherwise, I mean, yeah, right. That's just... It's not going to happen. Okay, let's get this torch out of here. And let's put a 3-piece right there instead. Then a 1-piece there. We can also use these little plant lights, too. I want to be using quite a few of those. But let's get... Yeah, we can use a plant light there instead. But these only look really good when they're on, like, something that's like that, though. Like on a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. This corner looks okay, though. I guess we could get away with this again under the stairs. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now, I don't know about if we use these down here, it might be a little... Yeah, we can use them outside. That's not bad, because it's kind of like coming into it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then we put that there. Put that there. Let's put that in the basement, and that in the basement too. Get rid of these torches. There we go. Now there's a healthy green glow to the whole thing. However, it still is missing a little bit of lights. But these... I guess we could squeeze them down here. They don't look bad. But I just personally think that these ball things look pretty cool when you come up here, because then it actually like changes it up a little bit. If that makes any sense. You know what we could do here? Let's put... Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's just start going crazy with these. Let's just do it. Let's just go nuts. Just like Christmas Town nuts. This actually looks really good. I gotta say, I like it. I like it a lot. Now we can get rid of that extra one. Can get rid of that extra one too. Yeah, then we can just use those there, I think. Or, I don't know if these should these little rooms exist? That's the question. Now what if, maybe if we did it like this. Maybe if I did something like this, because then it could like, what I'm thinking is I could squeeze a bedroom or something in there, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that looks okay. I think it needs, what it's missing, there we go, a little bit more uneven rather than even. That's kind of the point of this, right? That's the point of the whole structure, that's the point of the whole place, that's the point of everything. That's the point of this build, is to try and make things not even. Now there should definitely be one of those there, unless, that's what was missing, man. Work, there you go. Because then, yeah, I like it. I like it. I think it looks really cool. It looks really ominous and really cool. Now this corner, there, that could use a little bit of work. Oh, come on. Where are you? There we go. Now, did I put... Yeah, I put blinds in all the windows already. Okay, cool. Now, as far as the top goes, should there even be a top? Or is it cool enough like this? This is actually pretty sick already, just being able to come to the top. Now, I'm going to definitely have to fill this place up with proper Floran furniture as well as Florins themselves. And actually, you know what? We're on like the 27-minute mark, so I'm just going to go gather up all the supplies and get things ready here off camera, and then I'll show you what I did and we'll call it an episode. Boom! I'm just chilling in these guys' house, just watching them dance. So I set up a bunch of Floran spawners over there, so I'm kind of... Ooh, that guy's actually smart enough to sleep in his own bed. Good. Good. I was gonna call him an idiot, but I'll call him a smartian. These guys are kind of... It's too bad their AI doesn't really work with these levels very well. But anyway, dun 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 dun! Look at them all! I just put a crap ton of them in here. And I kind of went a little bit overboard with the decoration, just cause. I don't know, I just had a lot of stuff on hand and I wanted to use it. I like how that one's actually using the one toilet. And this one's actually, oh, it's perfect! They're doing exactly what I wanted them to do. One's sitting in the toilet, the other one's sitting in the waiting chair. It's not a chair to watch. Why would you think that? And anyway, I found these two. Oh, these are chests. Okay, well, I'm just using them as light sources. Hey, you're sitting in the chair that I put. I also put these tarps or primitive curtains over the, well, over the windows and stuff like that. And then I fit a fence over here, put a fence there, but clearly it didn't seem to help because that one just wanted to kill himself. Maybe it's because I got a little too much decoration going on here. You know what I could do? Something I've been wanting to do for a while. Let's do this. Let's just, you know, let's just wall it in. So that the point is, it's just a cool place. Yeah! That looks cool. I like it. So it's just a cool place to hang out. Plus, I've just been leaving these, like, at intervals because our ship is starting to get a little bit big here. But anyway... So, as far as the attic goes, you know, I made it very lively, very all over the place. And I took my concept that I did with the ice down at the bottom, and I think it works very well in the tree here to have all these little torches and lights everywhere. It's just these little green lights, but I just think that fits so well with the tree itself, you know? And it just kind of, yeah. I would love to have actually just taken away, you know what? Maybe we could get away with this. Because I just... You know, it would make more sense if this attic area didn't have any light up here, because then at least you could get kind of the sky cascading or something, you know, like it's like you come up here just to see. Oh, that's better. That sets the mood. Hey, how you doing? But anyway, yeah, that looks really cool. So I'm gonna have to go into my config file right now, actually. Oh. So I can go and change like the, what do you call it? The STARBOUND zoom in with the camera and stuff, so I can actually get a good screenshot of this. That'll be really good for a title card. But first, before we call the episode, I just want to do this. Because I kind of like the looks of that, the way that it looked. Plus, it prevents these people from jumping out of their cages and causing a ruckus. And, you know, you are my captives. You're not citizens, you're captured. Because we're an evil Hyodal overlord thing that is getting revenge, even though we were raised by humans, and that's why we worshipped Antignaut V2. But that's on our homeworld planet anyway. Ugh. Well, the silhouette is not that impressive. But you know what? Maybe if we do this. Yeah, that looks good. That actually doesn't look too bad. But anyway, you know what? We're going to call it here for today's episode, everybody. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode and build. I've still got quite a few suggestions from all of you, but keep them coming, you know. I mark all of them in a big old text document list. By the way, something I just want to mention here. Ironically, as much as we have a big-ass tree going on, whereas our saplings, we can't actually use these when we're on our spaceship. So we can't actually set up a tree farm on our spaceship. I planted a tree twice now, and both times it just deletes as soon as I go off camera. So really weird, really weird. But anyway, thanks all for watching. Please be sure to like the video. I really would appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already. Sign on. Stay epic, everybody.